whatever. We're fighting. I get it. It's pretty emotional. Like you're gonna react however you're gonna react. I did feel some type of like, oh, you can dish it, but you can't take it type of deal, Because when he comes out here and highlight reels people, he's all fucking dancing on them and doing crazy stuff, and here he is on the bitter end of the stick and can't even take a quick congratulations from the guy that just did it to him.
News from MMA Island.
Christopher Santiago with MMA Island. Today I'm talking to undefeated prospect Mr. Austin Haverkamp after his first round finish over Wing C at Anthony Pettis FC last weekend. Austin, how's it going today, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Thanks for taking the time today. Before we get into your last fight, I do want to talk to you about Thanksgiving. How was your Thanksgiving, man?
Oh, it was good, man. It was pretty relaxed. We just hung out. Me and my girlfriend just hung out around town with her family and had a nice little dinner, and that was it. We were pretty relaxed this Thanksgiving. How about you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, same thing for me. Are you glad that your fight was before Thanksgiving rather than after because of the weight cut?
Yeah, definitely, man. It was nice to get to like enjoy the food yesterday and not even have to think about weight or anything for a while. That was a nice version of this holiday I haven't gotten to enjoy as much the last couple years.
Awesome, man. Well, I hope you had a great time in Albuquerque. It seems like you
Mhm.
got like a lot of new fans. Can you tell me what was your initial reaction to getting Wing C as an opponent? Did you know who he was when he signed the dotted line?
Yeah, definitely. I knew who he was. They sent me his Tapology, and so I just took a look at it right away. Obviously, I didn't know his like actual name at first, but I saw his nickname on the Tapology, and I saw the picture of him with the headband tattoo, and I instantly knew who it was from the DJ videos and the Street Beef montages and everything. So I definitely knew what I was getting into from the get-go, when I said yes to that opponent, and I loved every part of that, so I said yes right away.
How fun was fight week for you? Like I know he had like a lot of antics at the weigh-ins and stuff like that. Like I'm sure he was trying to get into your head, but did you just have fun with it throughout fight week?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, fight week's always fun for me. Get to like revel in the feelings and think about what I'm about to do and think about the performance. And having a guy like that that brings eyes like that and does quirky things and will bring attention and play jokes and have little antics, is definitely adds a layer of things that you prepare for. But I mean, it was kind of just fun. I mean, I'm in a fight gym every day. I'm in a professional fight gym every day. We talk shit back and forth all the time, just like friends. So it's easy to just go through fight week, and especially with a guy like that, who no offense, when you behave like that, it's kind of easy to make fun of. So when you have all your friends and he's there and he's trying to do his little antics, like it's just I don't know, man. It was fun. It was ridiculous. It was hard to watch sometimes, but it was funny.
Was there more pressure on your shoulders, knowing him and his tattoos and his whole, I guess, I don't want to say gimmick because I feel like he is kind of like that, like he's flamboyant and stuff like that. Was there more pressure with this opponent?
There definitely wasn't any pressure on the viewership side because it's awesome just having those type of people watching you no matter what. Um, but it was definitely more pressure like back in the back on the fighter side because everyone expects you to whoops this dude's ass for him, no matter what. So, and he does have a background. He's got a lot of fights. He's got experience. Fighting's a crazy sport, so you never know what's gonna happen when the time's running. So, definitely had to just be prepared for that. But no, not really. I think that pressure was just an opportunity.
Hmm. And it was a really fun fight. Everybody seemed to enjoy it. It was on
Mhm.
UFC Fight Pass as well. He did catch you with a right hand like a minute in. How hurt were you from that punch?
Yeah, hey, shit, dude. What are you talking about? No. He stepped in. He hit me at the same time with that straight right cross. I think it was mostly a position thing. Like I was out of balance. I can't really say I was like ever felt like any danger. He definitely hit me hard. It definitely was like a clean punch. But there was definitely no point that I felt like rocked or in any danger. I was just a little bit off balance. I just felt like I had to catch my feet up.
Hmm. Can you walk me through the finish? Because I think a lot of people they say that he one of his weaknesses is that he leaves his head open for the head kick. That's what Demetrious Johnson has shown too. Did you know that going in, and did you think
Yeah,
that that was going to
definitely.
be an option for you to land it?
Yeah, especially with a guy that does that stuff so close to people, like he'll come really close and try to exchange and throw combos inside the pocket and then back out and like avoid punches like that. So it's definitely easy to just be prepared for when he's gonna go and be prepared to hit him before and after with that kick. And especially because he just moves his head so big just to get out of the way of punches. As long as I just steer him in a certain direction with straight punches, like eventually he has to run into a kick moving like that. So as long as you're patient and set your fundamentals up, that's a guy you're 100, 10 out of 19 out of 20 times going to hit with that head kick if he keeps moving like that.
For sure, for sure. And you
Mhm.
sink in the guillotine. I feel like you kind of knew that you had it in because you were smiling. But
Yeah.
after, you went to console him after the finish, and then he pushes you aside. Did How surprised were you at that moment? I guess, can you
Mm,
recall what you went through during that moment?
I don't know. I mean, I guess whatever. We're fighting. I get it. It's pretty emotional. Like you're gonna react however you're gonna react. I did feel some type of like, oh, you can dish it, but you can't take it type of deal, because when he comes out here and highlight reels people, he's all fucking dancing on them and doing crazy stuff, and here he is on the bitter end of the stick and can't even take a quick congratulations from the guy that just did it to him. But whatever, that's cool.
Hmm.
You gotta play the character all the way to a certain point.
For sure, for sure. What's
Hmm.
next for you, Austin? Do you think the APFC amateur title is up next for you?
Yeah, so that was the whole deal going into this fight. They texted me this opportunity and said that as long as I beat him, we're basically he and I were fighting for the number one contender fight. So I know Logan Stumpf and Carlos Moreno fought for the same number one contender spot like 3 weeks earlier in Milwaukee. Carlos Moreno won with a big KO. And then I knew my fight was next to determine the winner, so I already knew I was going to be fighting Carlos next for the title whenever that gets fully booked. I think they said sometime like mid to late February. But I'll be fighting Carlos Moreno for that title.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Hopefully, as long as
Uh,
he says yes. I've been talking online a little bit to him, and so far we haven't heard anything back. So, hopefully that doesn't mean he doesn't want to do it, but I think he'll want to do it, and we'll make it happen.
Nice, man. You're 20 years old, 4-0 as an amateur now. I guess, when would you like to turn pro?
I think I'd like to duplicate this year at least, like have another year of at least another four to five fights. Just against better and better amateurs, fight the guys from everywhere that are crushing everybody, and maybe fight some fights that are like 5 3-minute rounds, or some states will even do amateur fights at 3 5s. Just get as much experience as possible over the next year, and then at the end of next year, depending on how that last year went, then probably start thinking about going.
I did make a post about Wink C. He wants to go pro after this loss. I think he's 6-2 as an amateur. You think
Uh,
that's a good idea for him,
I
given
didn't
the
mean to
experience
make
that
him
he
fucking
has?
retarded, dude. I don't know. That's a terrible choice. If I can do that to you, I mean, I'm really good. Like I compete with professionals all the time, but there's a lot of other amateurs that also compete with professionals all the time. So I mean, he would do well like against certain opponents, but if you're gonna throw that guy against anybody as a professional, it's not a great idea. But if you need the money, I guess make a run for it.
Most definitely, most definitely.
Yeah.
I gotta ask, what was it like meeting the all-time great, the greatest flyweight of all time, Demetrious Johnson, before your fight? How cool of a moment was that for you?
It was super cool, man. I definitely nerded out on him a couple times. His guys were all like interviewing me throughout for the channel, so hopefully that'll come out sometime soon. I know he just did the breakdown today, so that was cool to watch. Um, but it was awesome just to be around someone with that kind of status and respect in the sport, something that I hope to achieve. So being around that feeling is really cool to get to experience in person. And he's such a cool guy. He's a super relaxed, like normal human being. I don't even know how much he really wanted to be there, but he was there and he was in it.
Nice. Did you know that they were making a documentary about this latest fight?
I think so. I don't know. I have no idea. His guys just came and grabbed me, and I assumed something was up because they interviewed me a number of times before and after the fight. So I figured something was going on, and he's got his cameras on him all the time. So of course I figured they could put something together like that.
Uh-huh. And speaking of Demetrious Johnson, who were some of your inspirations coming up, and who were some of your inspirations for you to becoming a MMA fighter?
Well, definitely Demetrious Johnson. One of the first few people that got me into MMA was Conor McGregor and Israel Adesanya. Those two guys really were at the top of my list when I first started. And now I'm still big fans of those guys, but I definitely take a lot of inspiration from guys like Peter Yan, um, guys like Volkanovski, GSP. Um, oh man, so many. There's so many good fighters and so many different styles and things you can learn from the high level guys. So I like watching a little bit of everybody, but if I had to sum it up, I would say Peter Yan is probably number one.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I mean, I definitely love how Jan mixes in his boxing, and then his judo takedowns as well are something to watch. Do
Mm-hmm.
you recall the first UFC fight or MMA fight that you've ever watched?
I've been watching highlights since I can remember, like, but the first pay-per-view that I fully sat down and watched all the way through, the first ever pay-per-view I ever saw was McGregor Poirier 3.
Ooh, nice. Yeah,
So
that's a good
newer,
one.
so newer.
Yeah, yeah, gotcha,
Hmm.
gotcha. And then did you guessing you're 20 years old, so I'm guessing that your high school class would have been like 2023, right?
I graduated 2022.
Oh, 2022, nice. Yeah, I
Yeah.
graduated the year before.
Oh yeah? Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. That's what's up, dude. How old are you? 21, 22?
I'm 23.
23. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what's up, dude. That's
Uh,
cool.
what does your chest tattoo mean? I see the 851 and then there's some like palms right there. What does your ta chest tattoo mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was my best friend growing up. He was like my brother. He did pro like motocross riding, like dirt bike riding, and so that was his license plate number.
Oh, cool, cool. And then
Yeah,
I
so I
see
could
that
definitely keep my stress.
you got some new ink this
Yeah,
morning.
that's what I had to reschedule for, man. I apologize about that. They hit me up last night. My friend, she's a photographer. She's doing a photo shoot for one of the Colorado tattoo artists out here. So that he wanted to do a tattoo today for Ink Legends for the magazine. Um, so they hit me up, and I went and got that done this morning. It's sick. It'll be up here on Instagram in just a little bit here.
Nice, awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome for you, man. I guess outside of fighting, what do you like to do? Like, what kind of movies are you into? Like, any hobbies or anything like that?
No. To be completely honest, no, I really just do this. I watch fights every night. I watch film every night. I watch a couple TV shows here and there, a couple movies, but nothing really consistently enough to like count as calling myself a movie watcher, TV watcher. I'm pretty invested in kind of one thing for the time being.
hmm At what age did you kind of make the decision that you want to be a fighter? And I guess what other career paths were, I guess, available for you at that time?
I originally wanted to be like I grew up wanting to be an engineer. I was really originally going to go to School of Mines here in Colorado Springs and be an engineer, but I started training and fighting, and that just made way more sense for me. I hated school. I hated standing still. I need to move and do things all the time, and um, that just constitutes perfectly. I always daydreamed about fighting. I grew up doing martial arts, like karate, and my uncle's own taekwondo school. So I've just always been around martial arts and daydreamed about fights and watching highlights. And so I started training when I had just turned 15. And then I had my first fight like 6 months later, my first kickboxing smoker when I was still 15. Um, and that was that. There was nothing else after that. Everything else stopped.
Awesome, man.
Mhm.
One of my last few questions for you. How many fights would you like to have next year? And I guess how soon can we see you fight for the APFC title, man?
I'm fighting for the APFC title in February, March. I'm next. That was the whole promise. I should be absolutely next for that amateur belt. I'm ready to show them I'm already the champ. I mean, shit, you beat a guy as big as we can see. We'll see in 4-0, four finishes. It'll look good. But I'm excited for that. And then I'd like at least to defend it at least like 3 times next year. At least I want the best guys back to back to back. So if I could fight every 2 to 3 months, that'd be perfect.
Active schedule. I like it, man.
Yeah,
Well, I think that's all the questions I have for you, Austin. I just want to thank you again for the
awesome.
time. Is there
Absolutely.
anything that you want to say to the fans out there watching before I let you go?
No, just tune into me, whooping Carlos Moreno's ass for this title.